Hello and welcome back to this edition of Minstrels on the Block. Special guest Brandon Holden. So Brandon, tell me about, we went over your earlier stuff. What is going on with you now?
Now, sadly, not a whole lot. I took 2 to 3 weeks off for Christmas to go home and see my family, my little girl and whatnot. Not this Thursday, but the next Thursday I'm playing at Soho's. I don't remember the date in February. I'm playing at Spicoli's.
Cool.
I'm talking to a couple other places that I won't mention just on the off chance that they don't like me. I got an email today. There was a fair in Lumpkin, Georgia a few months ago, and I played there, and the lady emailed me wants me to play at their spring fair on April 21st, which is great, except for that's the same day as Hog Bottom.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to try to finagle it so I can do the one in Lumpkin early in the morning, because I'm pretty sure the last time it was morning to early afternoon, and then come back and do Hog Bottom that afternoon, evening.
Cool. Now, will you be sitting on a stool while you're doing this?
Ideally. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of standing up, and because you look like a goober. I don't know what to do with myself when I'm standing up, so I like to sit down if I can. Yeah. And I believe you do the same. I like to think so. Puts me and you on the same level there.
Yeah, close enough. Now I know that you've done a lot of work with other people. Talk about some of the people that you've played with.
I played with Brittany Avery, who you guys have had twice. One of my big heroes. She's been doing this for quite a while, and I try to suck up as much knowledge from her as I can because she knows infinitely more than I do. Since I've only been doing this for a few months, I've played with Trip Wrigley. He's a fountain of knowledge as well. I've played with you.
Yeah.
Obviously, that one day we won't go into that one. Let's see. Gosh, what was that guy? I played with Julian one time.
Cool.
And it was somebody else, but I can't remember the name right now. I can see their face clear as day, but I can't remember. I'm horrible with names. If you hadn't told me yours a minute ago, I'd probably forget it, to be honest with you.
My name is Ed.
I'm pretty sure that's it, though. I mean, like I said, I've only been doing it for a few months, so.
Yeah. Now, as far as actually going out and playing, because I mean, you've obviously been playing guitar for a while. But
as far as actually going out and trying to pursue anything, I started last July, and that was at a bar in Cotton, Alabama called Time Out. A friend of mine owns it, and I didn't even get paid. I just went to play to get comfortable in front of people. And the first time I did, man, I'm here to tell you, it was like nerve-wracking, thinking I was going to die, sweating. It was cold that day. Still sweating like nobody's business.
I used to be like that. I had terrible stage fright.
I still am. I need to borrow those things when I go out. But I still play pretty small places. Yeah. Because it is just me. Yeah. If I had a band, I'd try to play bigger places, but one step at a time, right?
It's one step at a time.
I'm trying to jump in there and over my head.
Yeah. Now, as far as writing, tell me about your writing.
In high school, I think freshman year, I became a published poet. And that was to get girls. A lot of good that did.
Is it?
well, I wouldn't have had to progress to the music thing, right? But
fat lot of good that did.
So from there, I started putting music to some of them, and I wrote 7 in high school, and you can definitely tell I wrote them in high school. Yeah. And since then, I've written maybe 5 in the past 6 months. It's tough to get back in the swing of it. And I'm so anal now after the military thing. I go write a song and I'm like, I don't like that word. And if I can't get something to replace that word, I'll just throw the whole thing in the trash.
Wow.
Just no questions asked. One of the ones I'm going to do today, actually I think the one I'm going to do next, I started in high school.
Oh.
And had writer's block for 7 years. Wow. And finished it this week.
That is awesome.
You say that till you hear it. You might be like, wow, I can tell. I'm just saying. And then the last one I'm going to do, I wrote My Last Appointment. It's a military themed song.
Very
kind of
cool.
About the whole what it's like to be there and what you want to do when you get home. So, but I'm not a phenomenal writer, I don't think. Practice makes perfect, though, right?
Practice does make perfect. Well, practice makes everyone is closer to perfect. When you hit perfect, then it's time to stop because you can only get down after that.
Right,
So, yeah.
right. Or you need to close your tab out, one or the other.
Now, going back a little bit, something I actually wanted to talk about earlier. Tell me something about your military experience.
Whew. There's really not a whole lot to tell. I went to basic and AIT over in Fort Jackson. Mm-hmm. Then I came here for airborne school and then further training and spent 5.5 years right here at Fort Benning. Mainly for my daughter, so I, stay close. I got out. I knew at some point there was a slight chance that I was going to do 20 years, but as soon as I realized that I wasn't, and I had 2 back surgeries, I went to the doctor and was like, "Hey, doc, help me out. I'm not going to stay in, so why don't you go ahead and let me out now, so I can proceed with school and becoming a game warden and all that good stuff."
Oh, so you're going to school for that sort of thing? For
I'm going for criminal justice, and I'm going to minor in biology.
Wow.
Or something in the science field to be a game warden in the state of Georgia.
That's
to be one in Alabama, and I'm not trying to degrade the wonderful state of Alabama here, I believe you have to have, from what I was told, so don't quote me, I could be wrong, a high school diploma or equivalent thereof and no felonies for 5 years.
Wow.
So you can kill somebody and then 5 years later go be a game warden in Alabama. But in Georgia you have to have a degree. So, and the fact that they're federal, definitely put it on top of my list of what I wanted to do. They can do pretty much whatever they want to.
Wow.
We won't go into all that.
Yeah.
I don't want to misquote something on TV. Next thing I know, I have a game warden knocking on my front door. "Hey, we need to talk." No.
Thanks, Minstrels.
Dang it, Brian! It's all his fault. Go get him. This is his dress.
Now, and unfortunately, you know it.
I do.
Now, going back to the music, what are your goals as far as music? What are you reaching for?
Ooh, that's a loaded question. I don't think there's anybody that plays music that wouldn't write it as far as they could.
Right.
Some people are anti, I want to say, commercialism. They like music, they want to be famous, and they want to be popular, but they don't want to do it the mainstream way. And I've got nothing against that. That's their decision.
Yeah.
If I had got a record deal tomorrow to go on tour all over the world, I would shake somebody's hand so hard to rip their arm off.
Yeah.
But if it never happens, I'm not going to be upset about it.
Right.
I want to do the best that I can. I want people to enjoy what I do. If I can sit in front of 3 people and play comfortably, I'll be happy. Because I don't know about you, but the smaller the group, the harder it is for me to focus. Because I feel like the fewer people, the more that they're actually paying attention to you.
Yeah.
And when you mess up, they're going to hear it. If you got 50 people, they're not paying you any attention. You can sing the wrong words the whole way through, and they don't even notice it. So I don't know if it would work that way with 20,000 though. Pretty sure they would know the words.
Yeah. If it's a cover.
Yeah. So,
well, I'll tell you what. Let's check out another of Brandon's songs, and we'll be right back right after this.
This song is called "What It's Like to Be Young." It's based on a true story from my rural upbringing in Rabun County. I'm sure there's people down here that can relate to. Ice cold beer on a Friday night on Holden Road. Just some good old boys playing guitars, ain't doing no harm. Everybody's feeling alright and getting along. And long
be. It's sad with a smile. I know what it's like to be young. Stay out late with your friends all night, just having fun. Drink too much and it gets too late, and you can't drive. You pick up the phone and call your dad, scared to death. He's gonna skin you alive. Standing outside when his car pulls up, hold your breath. You open up the door but you hesitate before you climb inside. He don't say a word while he looks at you, knowing eyes. Yeah, he smiles. He says, don't worry. He said it's cool. He said forget it. What's done is done. He slaps your back. He says with a smile, I know what it's like to be young. The whole next day you bust your ass in the hot sunshine.